Hi friends! Happy Thursday and hi to all the replayers watching later. Thank you guys so much for joining. It is the cleanest night of the week and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Hi guys! Welcome back to Throw It Out Thursday. We are getting steamy up in here y'all because we are continuing my Fresh Face Essentials series. Hi guys! Texas, Ohio. Awesome! Holla guys! Happy Thursday! Hi Patty! Hi Linz! Hey guys! We are continuing our Fresh Face Essentials series. This is part 3. Hi from Utah. Oh, I can't wait to be there for the convention. Hey guys. Oh, Nevada. Hi guys. Hi Mal. But yeah, we are kicking it to the curb tonight. All those chemicals, all those nasties. Oh, hi Holly. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Hillary LeMay and I am an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA International. And I love to use this platform of Periscope to teach my oil team all over the world and you how to live this essential life and kick chemicals to the curb. And really, when you think about living an essential life and embracing that is already an aspect of self-care because you're advocating for your own wellness. And so if you would like to share this broadcast with your friends and your followers on social media, I would love for you to do that. You can swipe to the right or up depending on what kind of phone you have. You can tap the screen as many times as you like, even if you're watching the replay, and that just lets me know that you're enjoying this. Hey Savannah, that lets me know that you're enjoying this, you're finding it fun, and we're having a great time kicking those chemicals to the curb where they belong. Tonight's nail polish is Aggie, because y'all always ask where which nail polish I'm wearing. Is it green? Is it gold? I don't know. It's got a mind of its own. Holla! Yes, and so, but if you miss anything or if you've missed any yeah, isn't that fun? If you miss any of my broadcasts, you can always click on the recents section on my profile page on Periscope, and you can always as well catch up on everything you might have missed on YouTube, and you can just type in keywords Hillary LeMay on that, and then you'll be able to catch up on so many things. If you find yourself you know, in need of a laundry detergent recipe or recipe for cleaning supplies, I've got all of that. Hashtag, there's a Periscope for that, right? So, and feel free as always to reach out with questions. I love helping you, and I manage a public group on Facebook as well. So if you would like to connect with me there, I can pop you into that group, but I do run a private group as well on Facebook for my oilers that we can support each other and they can get support and education and tools and all of that. And so, but tonight and really this whole year of 2017, the main underlying theme is self-care. And like I said, when you are embracing an essential life, you're already embracing an aspect of self-care right there because you're advocating, you're empowering yourself. You have the tools in your home to help facilitate wellness and more balance in your life. So whatever you're going through, I hope that you will try to incorporate these little, small, sustainable practices that we talk about here because it's really, you know, you can go on a extravagant spa trip, and my sister and I go on a spa girls sister weekend every summer where we get to reconnect without the kids and without distractions of work and life and all these other things, and it fills up our tank and it's amazing, but we can't survive only on a weekend a year. We need to incorporate these little sustainable things throughout the year and really throughout the week. So if you can, you know, wake up earlier, I know that's really hard, but if you want something you've never had, you have to do things you've never done. So if you want more balance, you have to find it somewhere, and lots of minutia, extraneous commitments, things that don't serve you, they have to go. They got to go to the curb along with all those chemicals. Kick them to the curb, guys. But even if that means waking up 10 or 15 minutes earlier or going to bed a little bit later to give yourself more balance by being able to just take 5 minutes to yourself. So anyway, that's what tonight's all about. But also tonight I want to talk about steam therapy because steam therapy is one of my favorite things, and it's really amazing. And actually I'm going to turn on my spa vapor steamer because I want it to be ready when we're at that point in a little bit. But whether you've been to a gym or a spa, if you've ever experienced a spa, if you've ever experienced a steam room, put up a 1 in the comments. I'd love to see. It is just my absolute favorite, and I was telling Dr. Laura this the other day that really, you know, going to a spa is not always possible, and we can definitely create that in our own homes. And it's an aspect of self-care that we can do, and it's just a small sustainable practice. And getting facials to me is sometimes more enjoyable than a massage. Well, actually a lot of times more enjoyable than a massage, because I get a lot of head tension, and different seasonal threats will affect kind of my sinus and sacral area, and I just love when they massage my sinuses and, you know, kind of give me a scalp massage, and I've got the facial steamer on me, and it's just an amazing experience. So if you need a gift for Valentine's Day, maybe you can, you know, let your significant other know that you would really love a facial, or maybe they can help facilitate one for you at home. But tonight we're going to talk about steam therapy. And my parents really were the ones that introduced me to steam therapy. They've been going to the gym every day for, you know, as long as I can remember, and they really practice healthy living. My mom's vegan and all these different things. And at their gym where I used to work, that's actually where George and I met when I was I had just finished up high school. George and I met at the gym that I worked at, and my parents were the ones that kind of introduced me to working there, and it was just like a, you know, summer job, and then when I was in college it worked out a little bit to work there part-time. But I loved the steam room, and my parents actually built a main level living apartment attached to their home for when they're older and they don't want to do stairs, and also for my grandmother who's getting older and she has a walker and everything, so they made it handicap accessible, and they created a steam shower in the shower that they built there. And when we sell our home, if there's a time between when we sell our home and when our new home is being built, is done being built, we will be staying with my parents. And one of my favorite things I'm looking forward to is trying out their steam room. But for those of you that don't have access to a gym or a spa or anything like that, you know, you can definitely create that at home. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And why is steam therapy important? That's really something that I want to hit home. So steam therapy promotes a lot of different things. It promotes relaxation. It promotes restful sleep. It improves circulation. It relieves muscle stiffness and pain. It promotes sweating, which is really our body's natural detoxification mechanism. So that's really, really important. Wendy, I'll send you a message with a couple spas in Northern Virginia that I think are really great too. Oh, it's my pleasure. I love you guys, and I want you to fill your cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. You really can't. And so, you know, it helps boost your immune system. It helps improve your breathing, because when you're in a steam room, it's kind of thicker air, and it forces you to be intentional about your breathing. You know, you're just closing your eyes and you're just taking a deep breath, and you're letting go all those stressors and anxieties and things that you just can't control in your life that stress you out, that are anxiety provoking, and we just want to relax the mind and the body and the soul. And this is just another self-care practice that we can incorporate, and you don't need a fancy spa to do that. But first, we need to start with a clean slate. So tonight I'm going to show you Leilani's Lamazing Never Ending Makeup Remover Pads. And Leilani, if you are out there, I adore you, and I am so grateful for your friendship. And she shared this recipe with me last year, and I really just could not get enough of it. I love it. It is amazing. There are no parabens, no toxins, no synthetic fragrances in there like there are with a lot of the makeup wipes that you can buy from the grocery store or from the pharmacy. Yeah, and my oil team is loving it. Oh, Leilani, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I adore you. I'm so grateful for you, and you inspire me so much. And I wish that I could give you a real hug, but instead we can have a virtual hug, right? So we're going to do Leilani's Lamazing Never Ending Makeup Remover Pads. Then I'm going to show you how to do a DIY gentle microdermabrasion. This is a very expensive procedure that requires some expensive equipment at a spa, and it's really just exfoliating the skin and kind of sloughing off that top layer of skin. But in this Essential Life book, which is Lamazing, I'm going to show you how to do your own. And if you're following along, that's on page 412. I'm going to show you how to do this natural microdermabrasion at home. And for all of those that joined my oil team in the last couple months, I'm so excited because I pre-ordered a bunch of Essential Life books. The 3rd edition is coming out very soon, so hold tight because all of you are going to get those. And for anyone that wants to get started in their wellness journey, you'll get a copy of this book too. It's 500 pages. It's amazing. It's an encyclopedia. It's just so great. Yeah, microdermabrasion really is amazing, especially when it's done naturally, because some spas don't use the best quality ingredients. Let's be honest. They want to save money, they want to make more money, and they want to use ingredients that are cheaper. Ooh, my facial steamer is steaming up, you guys. I'm so excited to share that with you in a few minutes. All right, so, and then we're going to do our Choose Your Own Adventure steam therapy menu. So you're going to have lots of options, and so we're going to get started full steam ahead with Leilani's Lamazing Never Ending Makeup Remover Pads. And I call them Lamazing because I put my own little spin on them, my own little twist on them, and Leilani gets all the credit and the glory for this recipe because she is amazing, and she is just one of my doTERRA lobsters, and I love her forever and a day. So for this recipe, we're going to start with just a simple cup of water in a glass bowl, and we are going to add a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil. And fractionated coconut oil you can use on its own. If you have sensitive skin, you can use just fractionated coconut oil all by itself. But that is just one of my favorite things to use. It is great in this recipe. You can use the In Vivo brand. I really love this, and I give it to all my new oilers because it comes with a pump, and it's just really ideal for a lot of these DIYs and crafts. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of liquid Castle soap, and you can just add that to this and toss it around a little to combine it. And this is the Castle soap that I use, and if you have very sensitive eyes, you can either just use this on your face and use fractionated coconut oil on your eyes to remove any mascara or eyeliner or anything like that. I have not had a problem using this on my eye area, but some people have skin sensitivity and their eyes are a little sensitive, so you know, it's just totally up to you. This is always about experimentation, so my recipes are simply a springboard for you. I encourage you to try them, and I'd love for you as always to tag me on Instagram or Facebook. If you try anything, I'd love to see, you know, your spin on these recipes. And then we are going to add our oils. So for this version, and I like to switch it up a lot. Leilani has her favorites, I have my favorites. For this, we are going to use, let's see, 5 drops of Melaleuca first. And this is tea tree oil, and it's just so cleansing and fantastical for the skin. So we're going to do 5 drops of Melaleuca. I hope wherever you guys are, you are having a wonderful evening in your jammies somewhere with a magnesium mocktail. And then we are going to add 5 drops of juniper berry. This is another wonderful oil that I really love. It's so cleansing and refreshing. It's also the oil of the night. It's really great if your children have night terrors or any troubles, like waking up in the middle of the night. Yay! Oh, I can't wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heather, you'll have to let me know how you enjoy some of these recipes if you try them later on. And then we are going to add 3 drops of frankincense. Hopefully everyone stocked up on their frankincense this month. 1, 2, 3. 3. A little more for good luck. And then you can add geranium. I am not a geranium fan. Full disclosure, I do not like it. Oh, yay! I do not like geranium. It smells like a florist exploded. It is not my favorite oil, but it is really good for your skin. So you have lots of options. You can add extra frankincense. You can add cedarwood, because cedarwood is also great for the skin. You can add really anything that you like. So it's just totally up to you. But I am going to use geranium because I'm learning to challenge myself, and it is just really a good oil for the skin, so I'm going to do it. Again, it's not my favorite, but you know what? It's not always about the aroma, it's about the function and about the therapeutic property of the oils. Geranium and rose smell pretty different to me. I have rose here actually because it's another oil that you can use, but I would not use rose in this recipe because I feel like rose is just so, rose is just so, you know, expensive, and it is very sought after, and when you get it, you really, yeah, cypress would totally work. It's just really precious, and I don't know that I would want to use that on a daily basis. I would use rose in maybe some body lotions or maybe massage blends that I made as a gift for somebody, but I don't know that I would want to use rose for just an everyday makeup remover pad. So that's just my, you know, personal preference, but use what you like. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make our remover pads. And for this, you can take whatever size mason jar that you like. You can use the small jelly jars, and that's what I used to do at first, but I went through them too fast, so I like to use a slightly larger one. And these are just makeup rounds, cotton makeup rounds, and you can get them on Amazon. You can get them at your local, you know, Walmart or anything like that. This is just from Amazon too, this little holder that I keep under the sink in my bathroom, and you can just pull out a couple of these to fill up. And what we're going to do is just fill these, we're going to fill the container with our cotton rounds. That's what we're going to use as our makeup remover, and then we're going to pour our liquid on top. And this is where the magic happens. You just pour your liquid on top, and it's going to absorb into the cotton rounds, and you're going to have all of these pre-moistened makeup remover pads. And what you'll do is, and this is why I call it never ending, because you're able to, George is working on our basement right now, you're able to just keep adding to these until the liquid is absorbed. And so you can see that liquid come up to my fingers right there. You can see all that liquid in there. So you just press them down until they're all in there. right? And you just keep adding until you have no room left, and then until your liquid is gone. And then when you're ready to take your makeup off at the end of the night, you just grab one of these, and it's already pre-moistened with your liquid here. And like I said, the makeup wipes, not only are they expensive, but they have parabens and synthetic fragrance and chemicals, and we just don't want that. So you can just fill up until when you press down, and the liquid comes up. See right over there where my fingers are? Yeah. And so that's probably about good. And what I like to do is keep the cotton rounds, the extras, handy near my bathroom, either in the medicine cabinet with me or underneath, because you can just, every time you use one, you can just replace it another one and push it into the jar. Yeah, you can use it to clean your face without makeup, but the purpose of this is to be makeup remover. So, you know, you have your HD Clear Foaming Face Wash, you have your Virage Cleanser, so that's definitely something that you can do. Oh, awesome, Savannah. Definitely let me know how it goes. For sure. So there you have it, makeup remover pads. And then what you can do is put the little cap stickers of the oils you used underneath so you know what you used in there. Yeah. And your skin could be irritated and, you know, all that from all those synthetic chemicals and stuff that you just don't want. So super easy peasy, amazing, lamazing. Leilani, thank you again for all of that awesomeness that is you. And our next recipe is our DIY home microdermabrasion that is gentle and soothing and lamazing and is really simple. Now this is the kind of recipe, yeah, it removes waterproof makeup, absolutely. In fact, Leilani, do you still have your video up on YouTube that you did where you took off all your makeup? If so, I would love to link everyone to that in some capacity, so maybe you can share that with me later. But for this recipe, you're gonna make it up as you go. So you're just gonna make a small paste and you're gonna make it as you go. So for this recipe, all you're gonna do is take 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1.5 teaspoons of water and just pour the water into the baking soda. And then we're gonna add our oils. That's it. Baking soda is an amazing exfoliant. It's just gonna be gentle and it's not gonna hurt your skin like a salt might, like if you were using a salt scrub on your face, which I don't recommend, that's a little too harsh. But baking soda is super soft and great. And then we're gonna add our oils. Now you can add helichrysum, which is so fantastic for skin, or you can add jasmine. I'm gonna add a little bit of both. So I'm gonna add 1 drop of helichrysum and 1 drop of jasmine. 1 drop of helichrysum, so soothing for the skin. It's really called like liquid stitches, and we use it in Olivia's nosebleed blend. And then 1 drop of jasmine. And if you are sharing your love for doTERRA, you can earn jasmine this month, which is really exciting. And then all you're gonna do is just make this into a paste. That is it. This is the easiest thing in the world, you guys. And people pay $100, $200, $300, $400 for a microdermabrasion, and this you can do at home with your essential oils. And you just make a paste, and then what you'll do is you'll just take a little bit of this and put it on your skin, and you're just gonna go in circular motions all over your skin in an upward motion. And you're gonna just put it all over your face. And what I would like you to do, if you do try this at home, is do your clean your face, clean with all of your makeup, take all of your makeup off. Wendy, you can use helichrysum. So you can use helichrysum, you can use any of the oils you like for skin. Cedarwood, Melaleuca, lavender. I'm not a lavender fan, but you can totally use that. And what I'd like you to do is take the paste and put that all over your skin after you've taken your makeup off, and then do the steam therapy. So I'm gonna show you the steam therapy in a moment. It is getting there. It is boiling right now, almost, just about. And all right, there we go. So now the reason that I said this is a choose your own adventure steam menu is because there's so many different options that you can do depending on what you've got going on at home. And I'm going to turn this off for actually just 1 second. And so, you know, what I really just want to encourage you is to just try different things. Liquid stitches. Oh no, that's helichrysum. Helichrysum is the oil for liquid stitches. Yeah, it's what we use for nosebleeds and things like that. And if you miss anything, you can always watch the replay. It'll be up forever. But so the first option is to do a steam cup. And what you can do is simply take a mug or a cup and fill it with water. And I like to use eucalyptus for my steaming. So it's totally up to you. You could use whatever you like, but you would just take a drop of your eucalyptus oil into a mug or a cup of steaming water, and then you will just put your face over the mug, and you can cover your head up with a towel, whatever you've got around. Cover your head up with a towel, and you will just breathe in deeply, and that steam is going to emote from the cup, and it's going to open up your sinuses, open up your airways, open up your skin. You are just going to feel amazing, and it's just a very simple thing. You don't need a fancy steam room. Everybody has a mug, everybody has water, and if you have your essential oils, just a drop or two, maybe 3, it depends on your situation, if you've got sinus congestion, whatever is happening in your life. But this is a really great way to still incorporate that method, and with the towel over your head, the steam is just going to really go into your pores, into your skin, into your soul. You're just going to feel so centered and amazing. I don't know what it is, but I just love steam. I love the heat. Like, I love, Olivia and I are so funny. We just love our baths like as hot as absolutely humanly possibly managed. And so when I feel that heat, it just relaxes me and it calms me down, and it's just a major form of self-care for me, even just taking a hot bath. And also, because I don't wash my hair every day, I try to wash my hair 2 times a week. It helps protect my hair because I have very curly hair naturally, and it just dries it out. So on the days when I'm not washing my hair, I take a bath. And if I'm really in a hurry, I'll take a shower. I'll just put my hair up in a big bun or something so it doesn't get wet. But most of the time I'll take a bath, and that's my self-care time where I can add some magnesium flakes, do the steam, whatever. It's just a really great option. So the steam cup is the first way. Second way is really simple. It's simpler than simple. Just take a little roller ball of eucalyptus and fractionated coconut oil. You can add 3 to 5 drops in a roller ball. I like these from the Root and Petal because you can color code them to whatever you're doing. And you can just roll the oil either onto the nose bridge, behind your ears, on your chest, on your arms, on your legs, wherever. Just kind of roll it on you, and you can just take a normal shower or a normal bath, and the essential oils are just going to act as like a diffuser for you. So it's so simple and easy. I mean, it's just like, this is as basic as it gets. If you have a roller ball of whatever oils, lemongrass or eucalyptus, anything, you can do that. And so that's just a really simple, those are 2 simple ways that you can enjoy a steam bath. Now I'm going to do a shower steamer spray. I'm going to show you that next. And this is super simple. You can just take like a 4-ounce spray bottle, and you're just going to fill this with water. And let me get my funnel. And we're just going to fill this with water. And then we're going to add our essential oils, and we're going to add about 5 drops of oil to this. And a lot of times if you go to fancy spas, you'll see the spray bottle of eucalyptus in the steam room there, and that's for you to spray the tiles and everything. So we're just going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it on our own. And we're going to just take our eucalyptus here in our dropper, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to add just 5 drops of that into our spray bottle. And you're just going to shake it up a little. And then what you're going to do is take some towels and roll these underneath the opening of the doorway to, you don't want to use plastic bottles. Take some towels and roll them, place them under the doorway of the opening for your bathroom. So shut the door, and then you're going to block the opening so that all the steam stays into your bathroom. And you're going to create your own steam bath. This is free. Everybody has towels. So all you're going to do, you can spray your tiles while you're in the shower, or you can spray your tiles and turn the shower on as hot as it goes for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and go to your room, do something else, walk away, whatever, come back. And then you're going to walk into your room, and it's going to be amazingly steamed. And then when you walk in and you're in there for the night, or not for the night, but when you're in there for your steam session, put the towel underneath the door so none of the steam's going to get out. And you can just set up some pillows or extra towels and maybe lay down flat, or prop yourself up against the door and just sit and just practice those breathing exercises and deep breaths and intentional breathing. And whether you like to do meditations or anything like that, you can just breathe. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just breathe in, because breathing is so sometimes hard to do because we don't take a moment to actually breathe and listen to our breath and hold it and just release it. And you can release the stress of the day, all your worries, all your anxieties, all the things you cannot control. Just take this time for self-care, and all it takes is a towel and a couple drops of eucalyptus or lemongrass or whatever you like, melaleuca, and do this for yourself. And like I said, you can just spray the tiles down with this eucalyptus steamer spray, and I just put steamer on there with a little eucalyptus little sticker. And my last and favorite way is, if you saw my Instagram story, this is a facial steamer. Hello! And what this does, so I'm going to actually add a little bit more water to this. I'm going to turn this off now. and just pop this open. All you do is and I've already put essential oils in here, I've put eucalyptus in there, but what we're gonna do is just fill this up, and you fill this up with regular tap water, and you fill it to the fill line. You can get these on Amazon. This is just a facial vapor steamer. So these are pretty inexpensive. You can get them for like $50, $40 or $50. Yes. And again, Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you have a birthday or a special holiday, you know, this is a really great form of self-care because you can do this in your own home. You can create a steam room in your own home, and you just press the power button, and then it starts to steam up and heat up, and it's going to take a minute because I just turned it off. But when the heating element gets hot, it starts boiling, and that boiling water is going to release steam out of here, and this swivels 360, so you can turn this wherever you're seated. So if you put this like on the toilet seat, if you're sitting down propped up in your bathroom, or you're sitting, you're laying down, or you want to put this by your bed, you know, you can pretty much do whatever you want. But this is just a simple, inexpensive vapor facial steamer, and you just use tap water, and I just use 3 drops of eucalyptus. In there it is, and this is something that I've been wanting for a while, and so I took the plunge because it's just totally worth it, and you know, I can practice self-care at home when I'm on my own time, and it's just a really great thing. So see, you can kind of start seeing the heating element heat up there, and you can just do this for like 5 to 15 or 20 minutes. Now you want to make sure that you're in a comfortable place. You just sit and relax and practice your deep breathing, and you know, like I said, you can spray the tiles and do it extra with your facial steamer. You know, with your steamer spray, you can just spray your tiles in your shower, and you just want to also make sure that you drink a lot of water afterward, because your body is going to be sweating, and that's the natural detoxifying process, and you want to promote sweating so all those toxins are out of your body, and that you're promoting healthy, you know, just healthy blood flow and healthy breathing and all that. So now you can start to see, it's a little bright in here so you might not be able to see it, but the steam is starting to come out here, and you can see that now it's boiling here. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. A little bit. It's so bright you might not be able to see it, but it's really, it's just an amazing way to practice your self-care. And what you can do is you can just turn it to your face. Hopefully you can see this when I have it on my face. I don't know if you can. It's a little bright, but there, you can kind of see the steam misting there. You just sit and breathe in, and the eucalyptus feels amazing. Like, oh my god, I just want to sit and zen here for a second. It feels so good. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's a little bit bright, so you're not able to see the full mist, but it's a really strong mist, and you can, let's see if I can take a little towel and try for you guys to see it. Now, okay, there. You can kind of see it like right down there. Yeah, okay. And if you go to my Instagram story, you can kind of see it, but it is a pretty powerful mist there, actually. It's just hard to see because the lighting is so big. But anyway, you can see that my skin is like really nice and glowing right now because I've steamed my face with this. And you just want to make sure, like I said, that you practice this maybe 5 to 15 minutes. If you're going to go, don't go any longer than like 20 minutes, I would say, because you just don't want to dehydrate your electrolytes and all that. But definitely either drink maybe a magnesium mocktail, or have the L'Amazing Gatorade that I made the other day as a way to restore your electrolytes after your steam bath, or even maybe drink it while you're steaming. And the vapor is just going to really envelop you and make you feel so good. L'Amatorade, exactly. But it's just going to make you feel so great. I really wish you guys could see the mist here. It's a little bit too bright to do that. That's all right. But you get the idea. It's misting here. You just can't see it that well. But it is just an amazing form of self-care, and I love it. It's inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon. I'm going to probably go take a steam after I finish cleaning up all my Periscope stuff. But yeah, you can see my face is like glowing and kind of, you know, moist because of the mist, and it's just going to cleanse your skin. And once you've taken your makeup off from the core, your skin, you have a clean slate, and then you've done your microdermabrasion and you've gotten off all that sloughed and dead skin, and then you're going to steam. And you don't need a fancy steamer. You can get them from Walgreens. I think they have some. Conair maybe makes them, and I believe Ulta sells them, and probably Target has them for, you know, maybe 20 bucks or so. You can get them for a really inexpensive cost, and you're worth it. So if you're going to spend, you know, this money on investing in your wellness and your balance, this is another aspect of that. So I definitely encourage you to do that. Now also, yeah, you can find them for really inexpensive on Amazon. I'd also encourage you to take a cool shower afterward so that you can recenter your body temperature, because that's really important when you're going from the hot steam room of your shower to, you know, your cold room out there. So before maybe you open the door, run the cold water, turn it to cold, and then you can kind of just take a cool shower and you know, kind of just rebalance your temperature. But, you know, we did a roller with eucalyptus, and you can just roll that onto your skin and take a hot shower, and you're still going to get the same aromatherapy benefits. And you can spray your tiles with eucalyptus water, or you can do your steamer, or you can do the steaming mug. And you can also do this if you're not feeling well. You can do this with oregano and melaleuca and frankincense and you know, any of the oils you love, On Guard, lemon, to really break up any of that sinus pressure and all those things. So these are just a few really simple incorporatable ideas. I don't even know if incorporatable is a word, but it is now. It's in the Hillosaurus. Check it out. But we did our microdermabrasion paste, and again, this is just something you'll want to make as you go, because I mean, it's super simple, you know, baking soda, water, essential oils, really simple and easy. And then, you know, we did our makeup remover pads, because we want to start with a clean slate. We don't want our makeup on and clogging our pores and affecting the way we look, because if you feel confident and you look confident, you exude that confidence to others, and you can inspire others with your wellness lifestyle and just those sustainable things that you're doing. And these makeup remover pads, again, Leilani, thank you so much for this gem. This is like a gold mine. I love these. They're so cheap. They're probably like less than a penny per pad when you break it down. And just before I let you go, before you go, make a little steam shower, which, by the way, I would love for you to share with me on Instagram or tag me on Facebook if you try any of these, if you experience your eucalyptus steam bath, how you feel afterward. I would love to hear that. And just a few little housekeeping items. I am collaborating with Dr. Laura this year, and we launched our podcast, Two Curls on Oil. Holla! So if you are not following us on Facebook, you can just go to Facebook keywords, Two Curls on Oil, and you can follow us. We're also doing a virtual spa night in, practicing self-care, promoting that for everyone. So whether you're on my team or Laura's team or not on either of our teams, we'd love to connect with you. And we've got a virtual video space reserved, so we'll be able to all see each other in little squares on video. We'll all be able to hang out together like Brady Bunch style. It's going to be so fun. The tickets are free. There are only about 10 tickets left, so please, if you've not reserved your ticket, please do so, because the ticket allows you, it gives you access to the video chat room. So for that event, all you'll need is your doTERRA clay mud mask, and you'll need your body butter and the body scrub. So if you do not have these, you can totally still participate. Oh, the body scrub matches my nails and my shirt. Holla! That's an accident, and I love it. But you don't need these items to participate. You can make your own, and I've got recipes on YouTube and on Periscope here where we made mud mask, where we made our body scrub, and you can make your own body butter really easily just by taking any of your favorite lotions and infusing them with essential oils. So I can't wait to see you guys in the cloud. Thank you for all your support and love and comments. I really appreciate you in this community, and we're all coming together just to kick chemicals to the curb. So, you know, it's all about support and tools and resources. So again, if you don't have any essential oils, I'd love to mentor you along in your journey and help plug you into all the great resources that we have. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to me, but I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.